It's my feel-good breakfast show.
Welcome back to Feel Good Breakfast Show. This is Expresso, you're live at S3. And our next guest on this couch is somebody so incredible, diverse, multi-talented. His name is Tanner Wareham, and of course a solo artist from Durban whose music is first and foremost uplifting and upbeat and is a blend of multiple genres, including alternative pop, a little bit of acoustic, a little bit of funk in there as well. Local and international influences are definitely heard when he performs for you a little bit later. But he has performed at hundreds of venues, headlined festivals, and opened for some of South Africa's biggest artists, despite being a big artist himself. And let's check out a single called The Beach by our guest today.
And so I go, I don't know. I'm going to the beach where I first met you. We can go find love there in the sand. I'm falling on a heart, the final hour. Let me breathe love when I can.
I love it. I love that. Although I know for a fact that Tanner saw himself now, and that can't be so easy to see yourself performing. However, joining us in studio, telling us a bit more about the journey, please make some noise for Tanner Wareham! Yes! Tanner, I was just actually asking you, we were watching the video together, so is it still weird?
Yeah,
watching yourself?
Weird. Definitely. Especially hearing it in the background now. You have this like weird thing where it's like, I know this, but it does, if you feel disconnected from it,
yeah.
But when you don't hear it in your own speakers, it's very weird, yeah.
I always wanted to know, you know, you're an artist that I can tell just based on what you do, which is the other side of you, which we'll get to in a second, but are you one of those artists that listen back to your older stuff that's released, it's published, it's done its thing, and you're like, you know what, I could have changed that melody a bit?
100%.
Are you one of those? Oh, man. Check your work after the exam.
It's the worst because I feel like a song is never finished. So when you're releasing the song, at some point you just got to be like, okay, take it.
Yes.
Whatever happens, happens. And then I would leave it for like 2 months because I know if I listen to it, I'm just going to be like, you know, you shouldn't have done it. You shouldn't have released it. But later on, once you've heard it enough times, just sort of on radios or whatever, you're like, okay, it's fine now.
It's out there. There's nothing you can do about it, but also it's part of your journey. It's part of your development and the way you are as an artist as well, which is so important. But let's go back to the beginning of things, because I know that you have a path in terms of chemical engineering in you too. Don't worry, I've had another artist on this couch that was a soil scientist.
Jeez.
And an artist.
So I'm not the weirdest.
So don't worry, chemical engineering, it's there somewhere. But tell me about how the passion sort of, you know, happened for you. Who told you this is a good voice? Go for it.
So it actually started when I was about 6 years old, and I was actually just obsessed with piano.
Yeah.
I think we all had to learn recorder, which is still the most awful instrument, and I think it puts every child off music for life. But I was obsessed with the teacher playing piano. I was like, I want to do that.
Yeah.
So I just kept on nagging my parents. One day the piano rolled down the hill, and then I just played for years, classical piano, started guitar. And then only sort of at university did I actually start singing. And I was like, the guy was like, oh, do some backup vocals. Because actually I couldn't sing before. And my mom was like, close your mouth, just keep playing.
Your mom told you to...
Yeah.
I like that honesty, because, I mean, think about so many of those parents that sent their kids those reality TV shows.
Oh, yeah.
Only to realize that the acoustic in the bathroom's different from a stage in Sun City. Yep, I got you. But no, the honesty was good.
Yeah.
And then, you know, obviously from there, backup singer, and then you stepped in the front. Was somebody sick at a gig or something and you just had to jump in?
Basically, so the lead singer,
yeah,
he lost his voice.
Oh.
I think he just like went too hard the night before, and he's like, bro, you're gonna have to sing. And I was like, okay, let's do it. And then from then on, I started singing half the set, and then eventually I was a two-piece band and I was kind of singing everything. So I came home, and then, yeah, now one-man band.
One-man band, man. That is
drama
great.
that way.
Your voice lasted throughout. I mean, they may have told you to keep quiet in the beginning, but you kept on singing, and that's the most important thing. And now you've got this EP, A Land So Far Away, which is great, which mixes a bunch of different genres. Yeah. How was that to sort of assemble? I mean, it felt like, given the genres, that you were in a lab, engineering the chemicals of funk and pop and all of those different influences into one cohesive piece. Was it like that? Was it like a sort of engineering a couple of chemicals in music?
To a degree, but actually I think those songs were all kind of written at different phases. So I wasn't like, okay, I'm going to write an EP, let's do it. Over, I think, 2-3 years, someone was like, oh, yo, we have a studio. you want to try it out? And I was like, cool. And then I was like, these are probably my 4 best songs that I've been playing.
Yes.
And I think just over different times, different influences, they naturally had different genres.
Yeah.
But yeah, when I went in there, then I basically spent like 2 years teaching myself about production, recording, and then the songs sort of just came out and developed. And I think that's why, it's because it was different chapters, each one. They have such different sounds.
Yeah.
It wasn't like, okay, this is an album, they're all kind of connected using similar instruments, etc.
Awesome.
So, which I was worried about, because a lot of people were like, no, you need to have your sound. I'm like, oh, well, this might be for that person and that might be for that person.
But that's the thing about sound and genre. I'm not a big fan of people just boxing themselves in and saying, I'm a rock artist, no, I'm alternative, no, I'm folk. I think that if music is music, it is a language. It's just different dialects.
100%.
And that's why we can't box ourselves in at all, and this is the most beautiful thing. So Land So Far Away, looking forward to it. Any new releases coming out in 2022, any gigs coming up that we should know about? Because I feel, just by your sound checking earlier, that you'll be somebody that is going to be incredible to watch at some sort of a festival, barefoot in some grass patch somewhere. It'll be amazing. So what's the vibe this year?
Awesome, yeah. Tons of gigs, so I don't have a set plan yet for releases, but
Okay.
I've just basically finished the next song I want to release, another single. And then actually what I plan to do is, obviously done a lot of covers, sort of building my career up, and people have fallen in love with the covers because I do them quite differently. I'm going to do one later.
Oh.
So they're like, please can we make them available? So I decided I'm going to do a small EP probably middle of the year.
Cool.
Just bang out the covers, and then hopefully another 2 singles before the year is up. So, and then yeah, next big gig probably is Splashy Fen. I don't know if you know Splashy
Yes,
Fen.
so does Splashy Fen, yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
Africa's friendliest festival.
Very friendly, apparently.
Yeah, in Easter. It's very chilled.
People are still
family
there
vibe.
after the last one.
Literally.
Yeah, that's how good it is. But Tana, it's been great chatting to you as well. Just a quick one. I want to put you on the spot. Fast sort of answer over here from your side. Valentine's Day to any celebrity in the world, who would it be?
Scarlett Johansson.
Fantastic. Well done. Good answer. Tanner can stay. He's going to the next round, and he will be performing for you on the Expresso stage to make sure that you have the best Friday possible. Hopefully, there'll be Scarlett here later.
Woo!
Hopefully.